Here's one thing that Jake has to confront. All the polling with the replacement people, same data, okay? It's the same data. I mean, I've seen poll after poll. Harris, Biden, whoever, Buttigieg, Whitmer, whatever it is, all compared to Biden's numbers, basically the same. Why? Why? Because it's not about the candidate, it's about the brand.
Welcome back to the Dick Gruesome program. I, of course, am your host, Dick Gruesome, and you guys are beyond lucky because we have one of the best shows on the internet today. David Pakman has been in full-blown panic mode. He's been having all these debates on his channel with liberals, all liberal panels, and they're just eating themselves alive. It's been an absolute pleasure to watch. There are so many liberal factions. There's more liberal factions than there are stars in the galaxy. They agree on nothing except everything should be free, and they hate Donald Trump. That's it. They don't even know why. The problem with the left is that they have empowered everyone, mainly psychopathic introverts, to do anything they want. It's cool, man, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone. Meanwhile, decaying our once functional society. Yes, the liberal agenda hasn't hurt anyone. It's hurt everyone. And I've got one hell of a sad plaid here. Look how sad this plaid is. Watch his face during these debates. He looks like he's on the verge of tears, honestly. We've got this lady. I saw her on something else, and a lot of the comments were like, tranny, blah, blah, blah. I believe her to be an actual woman, born a woman. I think that's true. I think she just has a raspy voice. This is just some dumb Latina brassy bitch. Obviously, she knows nothing. And then you've got this waster over here. This lady just agrees with everything everyone says. Meanwhile, wasting all of our natural resources. She doesn't even understand how big glasses are supposed to be, guys. Look at all this waste. No, we have all the plastic in the world to waste. Don't worry about it. All right, let's go to our first clip. They can't get away with the lies anymore. Let's check this out.
Money, add to it these divisions, add to it this online conflict, add to it, and this is separate from the Democratic Party. We're just talking about progressive organizations across the board. So it's nice to say we have to fundraise. We do have those vehicles to do so. It's just they're not operating the same way anymore. And that is where I point at the right wing and the tech, the right wing tech overlords who have completely obliterated progressives' ability to do that kind of grassroots work. I mean,
you mean to lie to everyone and get away with it? Yeah, sorry you can't do that anymore on Twitter all day. That's what they're mad about. We've been lying our whole lives and now we can't lie anymore. This is bullshit. How are we supposed to trick people into following us? Jew mask parade. Let's check this out.
Some of the statements that came out about Jewish women aren't intersectional or oppressed enough to be on the leadership of Women's March. As a Jewish progressive myself, I thought, whoa, hold on a second.
Also, just an FYI, I know we forget all the time. Pakman's one of these Jew Mexicans. They blend right in with normal whites. You know what I mean? You forget that he's a Jew Mexican. Never. He's like Louis C.K. I wonder if do you think he trapped all of them in this room so he can? God, David, you're on the Zoom still. I don't want to watch you.
Do they want my help? I don't know, because this is a group this is a movement I've been supporting for a long time. And I recently went to...
All right, hold on. The most lively David ever becomes is right now. You guys are witnessing it. I've never even seen him show emotion unless it's about being made fun of about being Jewish. Otherwise, he's emotionless.
And I recently went to a pride parade. It was Pride Month as a straight ally myself. And there was a float in the parade I went to that was Queers for Palestine, which is fine. And they had these puppets that were the stereotypical Jewish long-nosed money-grubbing thing. And I said, holy crap, I can't think of a bigger straight ally for the LGBTQ community.
Oh, you're not welcome, David. Oh, no. Oh, no. Who would have thought you guys would have all turned on each other? Policy to reform racism.
Progressives have a much, much, much harder.
Keep an eye on her eyes. They're wilding out. I think her eyes are hosted by Tay Diggs, Nick Cannon. Who does wilding out? I think her eyes are hosted by Nick Cannon. These things are going wild over here. Give them a look. Give them a look.
Job than Republicans or Democrats do, because we want really big structural change. We want things like healthcare reform. We want real structural reform to racism in this country.
They're going to create policy to reform racism. Guys, you can't make this up. She says this like legitimately. 5210. Bitches always got to say shit. This should be good. Here's this fiery black Latina or whatever the fuck she is. She's about to say something probably pretty stupid. Let's hear it.
Who own it all and those who don't have anything. And so I think that that's important to be mentioned, because being anti-war or being anti-imperialist, for that matter, doesn't mean that you are anti-American. Actually, there is a history.
And watch, this one just agrees with everything everyone says. It's ludicrous, which is what I think she's supposed to be dressed as.
History of Americans who love America and who loved and written amazing things, who are anti-imperialist. So I just want to share that. And so I would really welcome a coffee, especially since I love coffee, with you at any point. So
right now, what's happening is she's passive aggressively trying to patch things up with this, with Crazy Eyes over here. They kind of got into it earlier in the debate about coffee or something. Bitches always just gotta say stupid shit. All right, the next debate's way better. That was good. Let's not get crazy, but this one's a lot of good stuff in these ones too, guys. I recommend checking them out. They're good for a great laugh. Next, we have a debate between Jank and some brassy know-it-all. Because if there's nothing a man likes more than a big brassy ball of butter, it's a know-it-all. I'm assuming she's straight because I believe she's too fat and brassy to actually be a lesbian. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but I believe I'm right on this one. So here we are, Jank, big brassy, and sad plaid.
The organizational advantage that the Biden campaign team had through the incumbency advantage was the one thing that like made me sleep at night, understanding that the polling over the summer
made you sleep at night. I thought that was your CPAP machine. From your sleep apnea, which I assume you have. This is a classic fat lady move. Stupid glasses. The other one, the skinny bitch, had just big glasses because she's stupid. This one has these cat glasses. This is a classic fat lady move. This or big Jew glasses too. Just want to say that. Just want to put that out there about this lady. She's trying to cover her big fat face with like some kind of stylish eyewear. And it's just not going to work. It's not going to work with all that face. You would need glasses 3 times the size to cover that face. It doesn't make any sense. These guys just don't understand. Okay, check this out. This is fantastic. Watch Pladman's face when she says this, right? Get ready.
Infrastructure, all of the campaign money, and all of the machine over to Harris, which is why another reason it has to be Harris. Then, the people are going to pay is not Joe Biden. Joe Biden doesn't give 2 hoots if he wins or loses, obviously, right? I mean, he said, as long as I gave it my old college try. That's because Joe Biden, like many of our elites, are going to.
So everyone's aware Joe Biden doesn't care. They say it themselves. Joe Biden doesn't care. But they have your best interests at heart. But he doesn't care. I'm trying to find a way this makes sense.
Jake, if you're wrong and you can't get him to leave, and he is your only horse, and it is your only thing separating, like we're talking about mass deportations of brown people. We're talking about loyalty oaths of Muslims. It's all on Trump's website, laid right out there.
Loyalty oaths. Yes, we want mass deportations. Everyone does, even the fucking Mexican. Imagine you being Mexican. You had to do all this shit for years to become a citizen. And now they're just, hey, you're a citizen. You're a citizen. I'd be pretty fucking pissed.
Voluntarily losing to this guy. How pathetic is Democratic leadership that they told us, we're geniuses. Don't worry. Let us anoint. Let us pick. We picked Hillary Clinton. She's guaranteed to beat Donald Trump. Well,
no, voters picked Hillary Clinton, dude. Okay.
What's that?
I wrote a whole book, an academic book on it.
An academic book, dude.
Yeah.
No, dude. No. An academic book, dude. No, dude. Bro, this lady is Probably a blast to have a couple beers with, to be quite honest with you. If I'm being honest, probably a good time to have a couple beers with. And by blast, I mean fucking annoying as fuck. She just corrects everything you say all the fucking time. Jesus Christ. I don't even know why the fuck I just said that, because I think she was giving Jank shit, and Jank's a fucking loser. But she's like a fucking stupid big bitch. Jeremiah, yes? Did you fact check that she's a big bitch? Get on that.
Beat Donald Trump. Well,
No, voters picked Hillary Clinton, dude. Okay.
Was that?
I wrote a whole book, an academic book on it.
I wrote a whole book on it. Yeah, so what? I wrote a fucking book. Big goddamn deal. That makes it true. People with their fucking books think it just makes it true. So what? You're a liar and you put it in book form.
Voters
Yeah.
picked Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
Not the super delegates.
Watch Jane.
Yeah. So, all right, look, I've been through this debate 200 times, right? So mainstream media picked Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden. And so they said that she was great, the anointed one. They counted the super delegates before they even voted. They made it seem like she had a huge lead. The DNC laundered money through the states to give it to Hillary Clinton. They scheduled the debates on football nights, very little of them. If you don't think that the DNC wanted Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden to win in 2016 and 2020, you're kidding yourself. No one
I didn't
believes.
say that. I'm just saying that at the end of the day, the voters.
Yeah, at the end of the
voters.
day, after you rigged the entire process through
Right.
all the media,
And then they got
that is
rid
on
of
their
super
side,
delegates,
et
and Bernie
cetera.
still lost.
Yeah, okay. I don't want to get into the 2016 debate, okay? Let's.
Well, I know you don't, because I got to
Hold
tell
on.
you,
No. Let me.
I like these two going at it. Two pieces of bologna with little eye slits. You know what I mean? Look, you can't even, it's like, where does her face actually start and stop? It's like looking at the curvature of the earth.
Let me speak, okay? So, bottom line is, in 2016.
Tell her, Jank. Tell her. Hold on. Here he goes. Let me speak.
tell you,
No. Let me speak. Let me speak. Okay. So bottom line is, in 2016, you guys were wrong. You were wrong. You said Hillary Clinton was
I
a
was a
great
professor.
candidate who was. No, hold on.
She's like, I was a professor just making up fucking facts for books and shit. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I had nothing to do with all that. I was just making up books, presenting them as truths. I just like how passionate he was by that. You guys were wrong. Jank's an idiot too. So these two are really getting under each other's skin, which has got to be pretty easy because the skin is just so loose on both of these people. Let's check it out.
now, can I ask you a question? Since you're
Let me just
ranting
finish
about
this
how
point, and I still haven't gotten the
establishment-
comment.
I mean, I've heard your establishment rant.
Hold on. You'll ask the question in a moment, Rachel. Jenk's wrapping up his thought here.
All right.
Look at the fucking sass on this brass. This is some brassy sass. Some sassy brass. We got a sad plaid, sassy brass, and this guy actually just looks like brass. So let's hear it again.
Wrapping up his thought here.
All right.
And then the eye roll on top of it. So like her saying it like that wasn't enough. She has to add another layer. And I guess she probably, it's hard to even see her eyes. So I guess maybe it doesn't count. Maybe the eye roll doesn't count if she's so fat you can't see her eyes, but she does an eye roll. Check it out.
Ask the question in a moment, Rachel. Jenk's wrapping up his thought here.
All right.
Okay, guys, you only.
And then this last one's actually really good. This last one's very good. This sums up the whole video, and this sums up the whole Democratic Party. You guys ready?
Gain claim that Jenk makes as well,
Sure.
please.
I'm happy to do that. It's going to be a lift, guys. It's always going to be a lift. Here's one thing that Cenk has to confront. All the polling with the replacement people, same data, okay? It's the same data. I mean, I've seen poll after poll. Harris, Biden, whoever, Buttigieg, Whitmer, whatever it is, all compared to Biden's numbers, basically the same. Why? Because it's not about the candidate, it's about the brand, okay? We've got a bad brand, and voters are associating that brand with all of our candidates, okay? So
Even a gigantic, gaudy piece of garbage clock is right twice a day. The Democrats have a bad brand. It's funny watching all these people Pladman has on his show contradict everything Pladman himself has said for the past 2 years. I've got a couple screenshots, and I'm going to make a video on this, a whole video on it, but check this out. Here are some of the videos Pladman was making just 3 weeks ago. Biden wandering video backfires. Trump dementia goes mainstream. CEO shocked by Trump's obvious cognitive decline. Trump's memory problem so bad. Because that's what we're all talking about. Trump's cognitive decline. That's what we're all talking about. You know, Pakman, I can't believe I did that. Pakman has really got his thumb on the pulse on this one. He knows what we're all thinking all the time. Now let's see what 5 days ago looks like. 72% of voters say Biden must go. Progressive civil war explodes. Can she beat MAGA? Probably not. Or maybe, who knows? I don't know what's going to happen. Anything could happen. But the point is, guys, let's just keep our heads on a swivel and be cool. Jeremiah, what do we have next?